watching your Abundance Tarot spread for the month of September 2022. Now don't forget to hit that share, like, and subscribe and the notification bell. Bing! That way you're notified the next time I post a video that you might be interested in. Let's get it. Hey Sag, we're going to go ahead and get started with a couple oracle cards to get the general energy or the feel of what's going on in the month of September 2022. Any messages from Spirit, anything like that. After, we're going to go into your tarot spread. Now this spread's going to take a look at what obstacles that you might have to overcome, any subconscious and conscious beliefs, as well as any risks that you'll need to take for the month of September in order to increase your abundance. And then we're going to close with some more oracle cards. All right, let's start. All right, we got Feast of Plenty in the reverse, Dances on One Foot in the reverse, Galactic Mushroom in the upright, and Adaptability in the reverse, Opportunity in the upright, and the Authentic Self in the reverse. Okay, so in the month of September, you're going to really have to take a look at your choices and the consequences of those choices. Some choices that you made, you're going to see and you're going to reflect upon those choices as maybe not being the best ones. And then facing the consequences, this is going to help you kind of dive into what you've been doing as a pattern over the past however many years that have kind of got you into almost an autopilot of choices that you continually make that may hinder your success or your development. This month is going to give you reasons to kind of look into that, and you're going to want to change some ways that you do things. You're going to really get like a close-up of that. So I do see there being some choices and some consequences that may be on the negative side, but it's all for your learning, it's all for your improvement, and this is the plan. So this is what you need to learn for this month. Now I do also see Balancing Act. Okay, so Dances on One Foot in the reverse. So this is going to be the month that you're going to need to focus your energy on what you want to achieve. Now, trying to balance a bunch of different things while trying to achieve another goal is probably not going to work out for you this month. You're going to really need to take your energy and focus on what you really need to do in order to achieve your abundance, or what goals that you have in mind, and narrow those down and focus on those. Because if you try to balance everything in the month of September, you're going to have a really hard time. And as I said, since this is for September, you still have an opportunity to organize this and get things kind of situated so that way you're not doing a balancing act, as well as kind of thinking about choices and consequences to those choices and actions. So you still have an opportunity, but just be aware of those for the coming month. I do see the Divine Matrix here. So, you know, you're really improving your way of life. You're evolving. You possibly could have been in a unrequited love situation with a twin flame, and you're kind of just finding yourself. You're realizing that everything that you went through is for your growth and for your improvement. I see you as really recognizing as being a part of the Divine Matrix and having a place in the sun, I guess, and place in the world, and really recognizing what it is that you contribute and recognizing your place in the world and what you can offer others, as well as kind of just acceptance for where you're at and the lessons that you're learning. I do have Adaptability in the reverse. So somewhere along the line, you need to learn how to be more adaptable to things, you know, kind of just not be as rigid. You know, when you notice things are changing, just kind of going with the flow, okay? Going with the flow of the divine energy. Also, opportunities. So there are going to be some opportunities coming in your way for the month of September. You're going to really want to look out for those, because those are going to be the opportunities that you need to kind of elevate your life and improve your abundance. So they're really important opportunities, and you need to make sure that you're not passing them by or kind of ignoring them or not paying attention, not keeping your eyes open and looking out for those opportunities, because they definitely are coming. I also have the Authentic Self in the reverse. So getting back to basics, okay? Remembering who it is you are, where you come from, and embracing your authentic self. Not trying to reinvent not trying to be someone different, but just being your authentic self and realizing that that truly is enough. And once you kind of step into your authentic self and realize that this is, you know, who you are, and self-acceptance and really kind of just accepting who you are, you're going to find things to be easier. You're going to find that opportunities come your way, and you're going to find that people are really receptive to this. I see this is going really well for you if you're able to think about it in the beginning instead of being reactive. So proactive instead of reactive. These are things you're going to want to think about in the month of September. All right. So, personality traits for you, Sag. I want to get into what's working for you and what's not working for you. So what personality traits that you might want to take a look into for the month of September. Okay? Personality traits for Sag. What personality traits are working for Sag and not working for Sag? I hate to say it like that. But, you know, we got to kind of see what's going on, how people perceive us, and how in areas we need to improve. Because life is just all about improving, right? You're going to make mistakes, and those mistakes are meant so that you can improve. Personality traits for Sag. All right, got Destroyer in the upright. Ooh, Destroyer. Okay. So you got Destroyer in the upright, Scribe, Addict, Dilettante, Gossip, and Mediator. So, Destroyer. So one of your attributes that's really going to help you and is highlighted in this month as being something that's really positive for you is the Destroyer. So the light attribute, and then we'll go into the dark side of this that you want to look out for. So the light attribute is releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. So yeah, I see you as really releasing things this time, letting go. I mean, if you've had in the past trouble letting go of old relationships and people and mindsets, this month you're really kind of embracing acceptance and letting go, and it's going really well for you. Now, a shadow attribute to that is intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. So if you're harsh or rude, or I mean, if you come from an I guess air of brutality, I guess, in the way that you deliver things to people, that you can destroy others' dreams and their potential. So that's going to be something that you really want to look out for in the month of September. Not being so detached where you're not embracing your compassion and you're not thinking of others. So there's a Destroyer here. We have the Scribe. So I see you as preserving knowledge and information. So somebody who's really good at remembering information, preserving the knowledge, and kind of just being a resource, just remembering things really well. And that really is going to help you this month. And it's an attribute that is really good for you and really kind of aids in your growth. However, the dark side of this is altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. So you want to make sure that you're not plagiarizing others' work or altering any facts that you know that you're doing on purpose, okay? So because you can remember things a little bit better than other people, kind of altering. So be careful with that. Addict. So the light attribute to this helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. So you're really good at recognizing behaviors, patterns, whether it be addictions to people or work or whatever it is, caffeine, things that are unhealthy for you. You're really good at recognizing what it is that you need to change about yourself in order to improve. Now, the dark side of this is sometimes you compromise integrity and honesty and allow a pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. So as long as you are not allowing this behavior trends to patterns of behavior to have your inner control over, then you're always going to be on the light side of this attribute and you're always going to be improving yourself. So be careful with that. Dilettante. Delights in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. So you're really good at the arts. You're really good at self-expression, and you don't necessarily have to be professional about it because it's art, and the way that you deliver it is artful, and people see it as being that. And this also alerts you to times that you're being superficial in nature, so you're always able to ground yourself, and you're able to observe your own ego really well. A dark side of this is pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. So pretending to know more than you actually do is something that is a dark side. So, speak what you know. If you don't know it, then say you don't know it, and don't pretend to know more than you do. So that's going to be the dark side of that. Gossip awakens consideration for feelings of others, honoring trust. So I see you as being someone who really honors trust, and you consider others' feelings. However, the dark side of this is you thrive on the power of passing on private or secret information, and sometimes you can betray people's confidences. So if people are giving you information privy to you, and are expecting you to keep this information private, it's really important for you to do so and not betray people's confidence in you, because once they lose confidence in you, you're going to lose your support, and you're going to need that in the month of September. Mediator. So you have a gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in your personal and professional life. So this gift for negotiating fairness gets respect from both sides of an argument, and you can also give respect to both sides of an argument. However, a negative side of this is negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. So be careful not to be negotiating with a hidden agenda in mind, okay? As long as you're doing it with respect to both sides and you're being fair, then this isn't something that you have to worry about. But these are strengths and weaknesses, strengths that can be used as weaknesses, and weaknesses that can be used as strengths that are really going to benefit you if you can take a hone on them and kind of rein it in and self-check yourself in the month of September. Let's get into that spread. All right. Subconscious beliefs, risks that need to be taken, conscious mindset, environment, obstacle. Okay, so I see the Three of Cups here as being a subconscious belief. So Three of Cups here. With the Three of Cups being here, I'm seeing as a subconscious belief that you have is being that you need other people. You need acceptance, and you need others to love and approve of you in order to be successful. And that's not true, because if you love yourself, then yourself is really all you need. You can find all the fulfillment within. And I know that's really hard to say, because you're thinking to yourself, well, how do I find fulfillment within? I really do like hanging out with people. I love interactions, and I love exchange of energy, because you're Sag and you're outgoing and you're fun. I get that. But you don't need these in order to be successful. So if you're feeling lonely, or you're feeling a lack of having these relationships or having this emotional fulfillment in others, then you really need to look inside and see what it is that you are needing to repair and fix within yourself, so that you're able to find this fulfillment within. And once you do, then you'll be able to find these friendships and partnerships with people. But you're not going to find them as long as you're coming from the energy of lack. Okay? So that is a subconscious belief that you have. A risk that you'll need to take is the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Okay? So communication, stopping communication. All right? So if you've been in a situation with people where you're not getting back what you put in, and you're constantly giving and you're not getting anything back, it's really a good time to kind of evaluate your relationships, see who's giving what and who's contributing and who isn't. And if you are constantly chasing people, or trying to, communicate with people, trying to, prove your way, trying to prove your place in their life, that needs to stop for the month of September, because all you're doing is, like I said, put yourself in the lack. You're chasing people, you're devaluing yourself, you're automatically putting them on a pedestal above you, and there shouldn't be anybody on a pedestal above you. as long as you are trying to communicate with people who you know you shouldn't be communicating with anymore, or who have, maybe blocked you or showed you how much you meant to them, showed you your value, showed you they didn't care about you, showed you that they weren't a good friend, showed you that they were going to backstab you, that they, didn't want you, threw you to the curb, do not chase after these energies, because if you do, trying to repair these relationships, chasing after these people, then you're going to always be chasing after these people, and you're never going to be good enough for them or for yourself. So this energy of chasing, stopping communication altogether has to stop, you know. So if you're someone who's trying to get in contact with an ex constantly, or trying to repair things with friends or family members, I don't care who they are, you need to stop the communication, reverse the cycle. If they come to you, if they do, if they don't, oh well, let it go, okay? I know it's going to be really hard, but you're going to take care of it. You're going to do it for the month of September. I know you are. A conscious mindset you have is the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So thinking that you can't juggle things, that you can't balance things, that things are too much, is going to be your conscious mindset. That's how you think. You think your conscious mindset is that you can't juggle things, that you're unable to multitask, that you really need to be able to focus, and that's not true. If you are able to organize yourself, your work, your personal life, dating someone, healing, dating new people, you can do them all at the same time. You can balance this, okay? You don't have to do one thing at a time for you. You believe this to be true, and you don't want to step into something unless you've finished something else. But sometimes life throws things at us and we're forced to kind of juggle things, and we have to. So this energy of believing that you are unable to juggle things can be sufficed by just good organization and compartmentalizing things, okay? So starting anew, I'm not done healing with this, I can't date this person, you can compartmentalize things and do what's best for you. So you might have to push yourself into doing this, and it might seem like a lot in the beginning, but I'm seeing this as being good for you, challenging this mindset. For your environment, I see the Six of Wands here. So this environment here is you seeing yourself not successful. You seeing yourself as being unsuccessful, where people aren't cheering you on and people aren't supportive of you. That's the current environment that you're in. But you do not need to be cheered on. You don't need an audience to support you. You don't need lights, camera, action. You don't need people's approval, because you're such a strong force of energy, and you can manifest things really well. You don't need the approval of others. You don't need to be seen as successful in their eyes. If everybody thinks that you're unsuccessful, but you know that you are, or you're accomplishing what you want to accomplish, then who gives a rat's about what everybody else thinks, okay? So trying to appease others, looking for approval in the eyes of others, it's not going to get you anywhere. And that's the current environment that you're in. And you're going to have to really take a look at the reasons why maybe people aren't cheering you on. Is it because you care? Is it because you act like you care? Is it because they have their own issues? Maybe they don't even view themselves as being successful, so they're not going to be able to view you as being successful. So, and maybe they're doing their own thing, but either way, if you're in an environment where you're not being supportive, or people don't see you for who you truly are, it's not going to make or break you. It's not. And you just need to remember that, because if you allow it to, it will. For your obstacle, I see is the Eight of Cups here, and that's walking away. So your main obstacle is going to be evaluating what's good for you and what isn't good for you, what you want and what you don't want, and what serves you and what no longer serves you, and what no longer serves you. If you have people, friendships, old loves in your life, people who are unrequited, people who aren't contributing, people who are bringing you down or influencing you in any sort of negative way, whether it's a job, whether it's friends, whether it's, I don't care what it is, you need to be able to be okay with, maybe people think that I'm a loser, and maybe that's what they think, but me walking away and not subjecting myself to abuse, or subjecting myself to degradation, or subjecting myself to pain unnecessarily, because people have their own issues and they're not perfect. you're going to need to be able to be okay with just walking away. And you might lose some things, you might lose some friends, you might not, see it in the beginning, but you walking away is going to be the best thing that you ever did, leaving these energies behind and no longer expecting anything from them, and just turning your back and just walking away into the sunset and looking for another stage, because there will be a stage where you will be celebrated, but this month you're going to need to look at the ones that you aren't, because forcing yourself to stay on a stage where people are not cheering you on because of whatever issue it is going to only deteriorate your spirit, and you cannot afford to do that for this month. So you're going to find greater abundance by walking away than sitting in a situation, whether it's a toxic work environment, whether it's in a relationship, but allowing yourself to be subjected and your spirit to be tarnished by the hatred and imperfect, I guess, ness of human beings is going to tear you apart. So walking away is going to be the best thing for you, and that's what you're going to need to do in order to create abundance, even though it doesn't seem like that right now. All right, let's do some more oracle cards. Let's finish with some more oracle cards. Final advice for Sag. All right, we got Goddess of the Moon in the reverse. So the moon is so much energy, and I don't know if you need to put your stones out in the moon or something, but I'm really seeing as you the Goddess of the Moon here in the reverse. Needing to embrace the energy of the moon and shedding light on dark attributes of yourself, and stepping into who you are is really going to be important for you in the month of September. Okay? Being true and authentic to you. Negate the garden in reverse. And let's see. Let me just pull the rest out. Strategy. Journey. Adjacent possibilities. And all tied up. Okay. So I'm seeing you as really needing to imagine and manifest a new beginning for yourself. If you feel stuck in a situation or an energy and you're thinking, well, I thought this was my end all be all, I thought this is what I wanted, and now you're starting to realize that you got there and it's not what you wanted, instead of being depressed and in this energy of lack, it's time to start dreaming of the possibilities that are out there for you, the possibilities of the realities that you can create. You got yourself to this point. 5 years ago, you were dreaming about being in this place you were right now. So it's time to do that again, okay? And that's going to be really important that you just dream and not allow yourself to be, I guess, disappointed, or not putting limits on your dreams, because the more you dream, the more you can manifest. Strategy. And really, then after dreaming, making a strategy, okay? So you can dream all you want to. You can dream and dream and dream, but if you don't have a strategy, then you're never going to get there. You're never going to manifest. It requires work. So some strategy. And then taking the journey. And it's going to be a leap of faith, but you're going to need to look at the adjacent possibilities and not be afraid, but to just take a to leap, okay, with faith, because your divine inner being is going to lead you. All tied up here. You're going to get to a point where you feel super tied up. You're going to feel like you got a lot going on, and that's when you're going to be inspired to set yourself free. So Spirit's wanting you to remember that only you can set yourself free. All right, Sagittarius, I hope this message found you well. If it did, hit that share, like, and subscribe. Bing! And the notification bell. That way you're notified the next time I post a video that you might be interested in. Don't forget to take a gander at the next post that I'm going to put up. I have your weekly tarot spread, and then also I'm going to post another surprise spread for you guys for this week to see if you like it. So look out for those. I'll see you next time. Bye, Sag.